Welcome to Rome and welcome to the Stadio Olimpico. It's pretty impressive. I'm here with Matt Elliott, of course, and we're ready to preview tomorrow night's huge game in the UEFA Europa Conference League. Second leg, of course, against Roma. And Matt, when you look at this place, it's pretty awe-inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Huge game, huge stadium. There's going to be a huge atmosphere as well tomorrow, isn't there? But it's everything that you think it's going to be. You hear about it, don't you? It's almost mythical, if you like. But coming here, just every bit as spectacular as you imagine. And the players will love coming here, won't they? I don't think they'll be intimidated at all. I think they'll come here and savour the occasion.
And when you look around, Matt, you can't really gauge it, can you, when there are no fans in here? But the atmosphere you can imagine tomorrow night when there's 70-odd thousand fans here is going to be really difficult for the Leicester players to manage.
Yeah, it will be, but Leicester are expecting that, and I think they'll enjoy it. I think back to my playing days, and I'm sure the lads are no different now. Having the opportunity to play in stadiums like this on occasions like it is what it's all about. That's what you work towards, and Leicester have got experience to deal with it. And they've also got recent experience as well, even with the younger players against Rennes, against Eindhoven. They were quite raucous atmospheres, if you like. Okay, they might be double the size of the crowd here. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be double the intensity, but regardless of that, I think Leicester have got the sort of mental capability to carry them through. And then it's all about performing. That's another kettle of fish.
Let's get the view then from inside the Foxes camp. Exactly what Matt has just been saying. Brendan Rodgers was asked what mental strength his side need to show to get a good result here tomorrow night.
The same characters we've showed to get to this stage. We've got experience to knowing that going into the second leg how to get the job done. Away in Rennes and away in PSV were difficult games against two really good sides. So we were able to do that. So it's a similar mentality and a similar thought process. I would suspect the game may well be a similar type of game, but of course they will have their home support and maybe buoy that a little bit more to attack. But I think the threat from Roma is on counter-attack and set plays. So that's something that we have to be concentrated on.
That was Brendan Rodgers there, Matt, obviously saying his side need to show a lot of character here tomorrow night.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying, coming to this sort of stadium, a European semi-final. There's been a lot of talk about it for a little while now, and rightly so. And the occasion builds up, and it is, the longer that draws on, the more your character is tested and your mentality. But I think Leicester have come through, as Brendan mentions there, they've come through two difficult tests against Rennes and Eindhoven, and while it's going to be a similar challenge, I don't think it's an obstacle that Leicester should be intimidated by or frightened by. Quite the opposite. Accept the challenge, make the most of it, and go and perform like they know they can.
Well, the Foxes manager, of course, will be hoping that he can draw upon his experienced players. One of those most experienced is Kasper Schmeichel, of course, and he said he was pleased with his side's performance in the first leg.
I think the way we played in the first leg was very good. I think the only regret we can have is not scoring more. I think we controlled the game, and it sets it up nicely for tomorrow. This is great experience for so many players, and these are the type of moments that you can look back on one day and draw on them when you need them. And it all contributes to the mentality that you build, and the mentality that we're looking to build is a winning mentality, and being in these situations and getting to finals where everything is on the line. And when you do get to those finals, when you've been there before, then you can draw upon those experiences. You only enjoy the occasion if you win, and it's as simple as that. The message is to win, and then the enjoyment comes naturally after that. I think it's easier for someone of my age to kind of take stock and see how far the club has come, that we are in a position like this, but I think the focus has to just be on winning.
I think Kasper Schmeichel is a great example, Matt. He's pretty much won everything, hasn't he, in the game, the Premier League, the FA Cup recently. But he's clearly got the hunger, the desire, just as the rest of this squad do, to go as far as they can in this competition, to win this competition.
Yeah, I think he could be vital tomorrow night, not just in terms of his performance, but his personality, and others, of course, in the squad. But Kasper's probably like your go-to man, isn't he? If there are any younger members of the squad who have got a few fears or concerns, go and have a little chat with him, and he'll put them to rest, I would imagine. But yeah, no, just the way he carries himself, and there's experience throughout the ranks, isn't there? Really mixed with that youthful aspect of the team, and it's a good blend. It's a good blend to have, and you've got that sort of lack of fear within the younger members, and you've got that quality and experience with the olders, and plenty of reasons to be confident going into the game.
Just finally, putting you right on the spot, how do you see it going tomorrow night?
Oh, I was down at the training ground actually yesterday and bumped into a few of the players, and they were talking as if it might be the long haul, you know, which I think is going to be the case, and I've thought that since the tie was pulled out the hat, really. You know, I think you've got to play the patient, long game. Could be extra time. Leicester to nick it.
Well, last time out in this competition, it nearly went to extra time, didn't it? But the Foxes came back brilliantly in Eindhoven. Let's hope for more of the same here tomorrow.
Easy Perez gets to the byline. He's done brilliantly. He's caught it back from Madison, who has scored. James Madison fires it beyond the goalkeeper. Look, we're back to Pasandaka. It might fall for Ricardo. Ricardo has swept it home and might just have fired Leicester City into their first ever European semi-final.